Hello, ghost cats and ghost kittens. We are back in another video, and today we have our first ever long form Grow a Garden 2 video. Now, oh my gosh, well that's kind of rare. I can't buy it, but anyways, this is our first one, and I actually do have an idea on what we're going to do today. Alright, so do you guys know about the Ghost Pepper Pack? Well, guess what? I happen to have one of every seed in the Ghost Pepper Pack. So, let's take them out. First of all, we have the baby cactus. Then we have the horned melon, the glow mushroom, the poison ivy, and the ghost pepper. Alright, so we're going to go back to our garden, and we are going to plant all of these seeds right over here. Now, I actually already have a poison ivy here, so I'm just going to show you all the seeds. And then I'm going to plant them all, but I'm not going to plant the poison ivy because I already have a poison ivy planted. Alright? Alright, y'all, me from the future, I actually moved all these and got all of the plants. In the future video, I'm going to say that I have one, but I actually do have two. Alright, so I'll see you all in the next portion of the video. Alright, so as you of course know, the last portion of the video where we planted all the seeds, you saw that, right? And I made a second portion where I harvested and sold them, but it was so bad that I wanted to redo it, but I procrastinated for so long that look at how good my garden is now. Not the best, but I actually have a decent garden somewhat. But now, we're actually going to see how good each of these seeds are. Okay? So, first things first. Oh my, wait, I gotta sell this. How much is this worth? Sell inventory. 64K for that? That was insane. Alright, next up. Let's harvest all of these crops that we have grown from the Ghost Seed Pack. By the way, guys, what do you guys think the next seed pack's gonna be? I really do wonder. Okay, so I do wonder what base price is. I'm seeing 1.9, or I saw most in the 1.7s, so we're gonna do 1.6 or 1.76 kilos. So I'm gonna guess that this is probably about average size for one of these. All right, we got 171, 160, 120. I'm seeing like 140 as probably average, 150, 140. I saw 140. Okay, I'll do one close to 140. What do we got? 120, 160, 120, 22. You know, let's just grab a random one. Right, we got 1.6 or 160. Yeah, 1.6. Okay. Our next seed was the glow mushroom, and we can only grab this because this is the only one we have. All right, so 10.03, and then poison ivy. Okay, I'm actually liking 2.47. That's nice. And then for ghost peppers, I'm just gonna grab the biggest one, or one of the biggest ones. All right, now let's see individually how much these all sell for. Okay, so, oh, what just happened? All right, first things first, we've got our baby cactus. How much is this worth? 85 shekels. So, if you gather like 5 of these, you can be making roughly 500 shekels per harvest. And these things grow back in literally like 20 to 30 seconds. So, I mean, that's actually a pretty W deal. Alright, our next seed in the seed pack is the horned melon. Alright, how much is this worth? I could do, okay, 438 shekels. Now, I think about 4 or 5 of these grow on a plant. So that's like 2,000, and if you have about 5 like me, you can get 10,000 per harvest. And I don't really remember how fast these grow, but whatever that is, as a beginner method, that is actually like really good. All right, 400 shekels is really good. All right, next up we have the glow mushroom. All right, I actually expect this to be worth quite a decent amount. Okay, 1.27k shekels. So 2 of these grow on a tree at once, so you can get about 2.5k per harvest on these. So if you have about 4 glow mushroom seeds or plants, you can get about 10k per harvest, which is 1 less plant needed than the horned melon, and it is a lot more profit per fruit. Although I do think if you were to use the horned melon and the baby cactus, you would be making more profit in the end game. All right, let's see the poison ivy. Now this thing is actually like pretty cracked. I think about 4 of these grow on a tree or a plant. Or think about that. Okay, 3k times 4 is 12k. So if you have 5 poison ivy plants per harvest, you get 60k shekels. That is just absolutely mind-blowing. And now think about that with rainbow. That's like 100 times, I think. And that's like 500,000 right there. All right, and then finally, the mythic, the best thing in the seed pack, the ghost pepper. Let's see how much this is worth. How much is this worth? Okay, 3.38 kilograms is not that good, but depending on your size of the plant itself, you can actually get a very good amount. And I think about 6 of these grow on at a time. So that's about 20k, or that's about 20k shekels per harvest. And if you got 5 of them, 100k per harvest. And mutations, rainbow, I mean, you get like 1,000,000 shekels. So this seed is absolutely insane. Now, obviously, it's best if you combine them all, right? So if I were to sell my inventory, how much would I get? All right, an inventory of 1 of each is 7.32k. And we're getting around 4 or 5 average for a good amount. So let's say we have 5 of each. That can be about 35k. Well, actually, let's see. You got your 20k plus your... Okay, I don't really know, to be honest, but you get 100k, you get 50k, 20k. I mean, you can make like 200k per harvest if you have 5 of each, which is absolutely mind-blowing how good each seed and the seed bag combined are. Like, it's just crazy. I'm gonna check the stock real quick. All right, nothing too good. So yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you can, get your hands on even just one of these seed packs, do some trading, get a ghost pepper, get all of these. And if I just collect all of these, I have about, I don't know, I've got like 5 or 6 baby cactuses, got a couple more horned melons, I got 1 ghost pepper, a glow mushroom. I can't get the glow mushroom. So a whole inventory is worth 25 kilograms. Or what? 25,000 shekels, all right? I hope that helped you out in finding out which seed you want to get. Personally, I feel like the most profitable is definitely ghost pepper. Second up would be poison ivy. And actually next would be horned melon. So if I had to rank these from best to worst, we would go ghost pepper, poison ivy, horned melon, glow mushroom, baby cactus, and they're all good. So like I said, get some of these seeds. Not going to ask you to like and subscribe. Get the Rocket Pop limited edition, and I will see all of you in the next Grow Garden 2 video. Peace.